finally here. What do you think, Skosh? Yes. The Quest Pro is here. Let's run upstairs and unbox it. All right. Ta-da! There we go. Oh. Ooh. So they give you a little a pull tab here. So if I just pull it, that's nice. And then it just kind of slides out. Let's open it up. All right, inside the lid here, there's a looks like a cover for the lens. So we have each controller, and then these controllers, you notice, don't have the little sensor over the top. So if we compare it with the Oculus or the Meta Quest 2 sensor, they look almost exactly the same, except these, the new ones and the Pro, have cameras. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras around the side, and then there's no tracking loop because the cameras actually track for it. So it's basically like a little mini headset, except it's not displaying. So it has its own tracking data, which is nice, instead of having to be tracked via the cameras in the headset. Also, there is a little, looks like a charging port here on the side. So we'll see how that's supposed to work as well. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the stickiness. No, it says hold power for 2 seconds, I guess. That's how you turn it on. And then the other one, identical. And then the headset. There we go. That's super nice. So this one doesn't have the top strap here, but it kind of cups your head a little bit better, it looks like. We've got some directions here. Pull that off. So it says to start, looks like you have to hold down both of the buttons in your controllers, and then there's a button right there that turns on the headset that you have to hold down. Oh, that's cool. So instead of having the buttons on the bottom, so we can do a little comparison here. And so on the Quest 2, you've got your volume buttons here, and then on the side, you've got the power button, and then a USB cable and a aux 3.5mm jack in the Quest there. With the Pro, you've got buttons. So this is your power button here on that side, and then you've got your plus and minus buttons there. And then we've got the pancake lenses now instead of the Fresnel. You can kind of notice the difference there. So you notice the Fresnel has the kind of rings, and then these are flat. So I'm excited to see how the difference is there. And then the Pro also has some facial tracking, so there should be some cameras inside of here to track your eyes, and then some sensors and cameras down below to track your facial movements. And then we've got the color pass-through sensor there, and then the other two are just spatial sensors and tracking. And then you've got some sensors here on the side as well. And it looks like you've got all these little mounts here, and that's for charging, which is going to be super nice. Or stickies to pull off. And then there's still some stuff for us to take out here. So we've got this little box here with all the cables. So this comes with a little dongle to go in the outlet. Got some cables here, so just USB-C cable, and then this looks like a charging cable. Yep, it's magnetic too, so very similar to how the Mac PCs do it, just kind of a magnetic charger there. So you got this looks like one, and then one just a regular USB-C charger. All right, let's continue on. We've got the instruction manual and a little cleaning rag. That's super nice. Does not look like it. Oh, stylus tips. Ah, I would have missed this. So these are little tips that go onto the end of the controllers. I believe they go on down here at the bottom. I'm not quite sure how they go on, but they are for drawing. So you put these on, I think, down here at the bottom, and then you can draw, you know, by using the end of your controller there. And it tucks in right there. Interesting. Those are very small. Instruction manual. Safety manual. And then underneath this little hood here, we've got the charger. We got charging plate for the headset and the controllers. And then this also comes with the eye seal. So these are to cover your eyes there, so you don't have any extra light leaking through. All right, so this is everything we get in the box. We start with our Oculus Quest MetaQuest Pro. I'm going to say Oculus forever. MetaQuest Pro, and it comes with a cover that goes over the top here, which is pretty nice, especially since this is like an all glass front and very prone to fingertips, it looks like, fingerprints. It also comes with two little side hoods here that are magnetic, which is nice. So these just kind of stick on there. Oh, I think I've got the wrong side. No, that was the right side. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. All right, goes right there, and it's magnetic. There we go. So these little side, almost like blinders for a horse, go on like that. They just kind of clip in, and then that blocks all the extra light coming in. And then we also have a little magnetic charging port, it looks like. So you can drop the headset on there, and then so both the controllers can also go on, it looks like. So I don't have to finagle them correctly. There we go. So that's the whole charging package. That's super nice. And then that plugs in with just this USB-C cable here on the side. So that's the unboxing. Be on the lookout for a first impressions video that's going to be coming very soon. If you are interested in getting into VR development at all, I encourage you to take the quiz that's down in the description of this video. It'll give you a gauge on, you know, how much you have to learn to get into VR development and maybe some next steps to jump into that. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't believe you're about to click off of the video without liking it first. Come on, help a brother out. All right, I'll see you in the next one.